Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming around. And if you're new here, thank you for coming also. But don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. So before we get started with the business of the day, which is exploring UN opportunities for students and professionals. So for most of us, including myself, when we think about UN, we think about diplomats, diplomacy, president of nations coming together, and so on. So we don't really see direct application or direct effect of UN on or UN involvement in providing educational finances. Okay, we often don't see UN in that light for a large number of people. So, but the reality is that there are a lot of opportunities in UN that we can explore, especially as Africans, that we can explore for our overseas studies. And some of these opportunities are fellowships, scholarships, and internships. So, quite a number of them. And oftentimes they are opportunities that are not so loud that a lot of people don't even know they exist or talk about. And so I will be sharing that with us today. So let's get to the business of the day. So to get started with UN, I think the first place we should start from it's UN itself, un.org. And you can just pick your language. And this is UN. Okay. So everything you need to learn about UN. So if you are not familiar with UN work, this is an opportunity for you to explore some of the opportunities and what UN actually does. So this just gives you an overview of UN from the website. But our focus today is not on all that pertains to UN. It's on what UN do, like the opportunities in the UN that we can explore, especially as Africans, for overseas studies, fellowship, internships, and scholarship. Okay, so this gives us just a general overview of what UN does. But let's go back to Google and just put UN, United Nations Fellowship. Okay, I think I've even done this search before. So let's go back and check United Nations Fellowship. United Nations Fellowship. United Nations Fellowship. So now, when you just type United Nations Fellowship or scholarship, both of them works. This is what happened. So you have the whole of this, preferably, just click on the first one. So you will land on this page of training and fellowship, Department of Economics and Social Affairs, United Nations. So what you do, so you land on this page after just checking United Nations Fellowship on Google, or you can also do United Nations Scholarship. So it brings you, the first one that pops up brings you here to the training and fellowship, Department of Economics and Social Affairs, United Nations. All right. So here you can just read all that United Nations have to offer, and let's go through it. A fellowship in the UN system is specifically tailored or selected training activity that provides a monetary grant to qualified individuals for the purpose of fulfilling special learning objective. So to United Nations, this is they trying to define these terms for us. This is what fellowship means to them. There's also a study tour that you can get opportunity of a study tour from United Nations. You could also get the opportunity of a group training, okay, and you just go down. Fellowships are awarded only to candidates nominated by their respective governments and are not in principle awarded for the pursuit of academic study leading to degrees or diploma. So that's one thing you should know about fellowship. Fellowship are not like scholarship. So, and it's not a scholarship because at the end of a fellowship, you are not being awarded a degree in quotes. And fellowship oftentimes span for a short period of time. Most fellowship, maybe within few months to a year. So, but scholarship covers more. Okay, so when you are going for a scholarship, at the end of the day, you'll be awarded a degree. But for most fellowship programs, they are not a degree awarding program. Most fellowships are not degree awarding program. Another thing is that most fellowships are focused on professionals, working professionals. Okay, but when it comes to scholarship basically are for students, or a large chunk of students access scholarship. So, and that's just the brief difference between a scholarship and a fellowship. So what you do on this page is this. You would just have to go down and click here. And this is, I want to call your attention to this information here. However, the main purpose of fellowship is not to enable the holders to derive from their training the knowledge, is to enable holders to derive from their training the knowledge and professional competence which will enable them to participate more actively in the economic and social development of their countries and to increase their ability to help solve practical problems upon their return home. So for United Nations Fellowship, another thing is that these opportunities are opportunities that get you trained outside the shores of your country or within your continent. And at the end of the day, the recipients of these fellowships are expected to go back to their country and implement all they've learned in the course of the fellowship. And this is how this model works. So what you just have to do now is you have to just click here. There's a click here to view the participating agencies. So United Nations it's a body that comprises of different agencies. And the fellowship, scholarship, or internship you are getting at the end of the day, you are getting it from one of these United Nations agencies. So when I say United Nations, it is these agencies like the UN Secretariat and Regional Commissions, UN Fund Program and Specialized Agencies, other UN system organizations. So from your UNETA to World Bank to UNESCO to UNEP to FAO, Food and Agriculture Organizations, and so on. So these are the agencies of UN that provides a scholarship or fellowship and also internship. So what you are doing what you are doing here is that you are exploring these agencies to see what funding or opportunities are available, what funding or opportunities are available that you can explore within these agencies. Okay, so here I will just be showing you some example. Another thing I will do is that in the description I'll put the link so it's easy for you to land on this website. I'll put the links to this page and the one before it I'll put it in the description so you can just easily click on it and access them. So for today, let's just look at two of those agencies and see what opportunities we can explore from that institutions. Okay, so let's look at, I'll open this now for World Bank, and I'll also try to find, let me find UNESCO. Okay, and this is UNESCO. So let's look at UNESCO also. So I want to explore these two UN agencies now and see what opportunities, and the opportunities we are looking for are basically three rather, internship opportunities, fellowship opportunities, and scholarship opportunities in these agencies. Okay, so let's start with the World Bank. Okay, so from the World Bank, so we are on the World Bank website now, and this is what World Bank. So if you want to read more about, learn about what World Bank does, everything that concerns World Bank, you can get information here. But in our own case, we are not interested in everything that World Bank does. We have a focus. We're just trying to see opportunities that we can explore within World Bank. All right. So here, you just come to the search here, and you can just do a search. Let's try fellowship. Let's begin with fellowship. And I just do a search. Okay, so immediately I did a general search on World Bank. So I have some information here. I have LES Fellowship, Government Analytics Fellowship, World Bank Group Africa Fellowship Program, Robert McNamara Fellowship Program, Africa Fellowship Program, Asian Pacific Inclusive Fellowship Program, Try and Adopt Productive, World Bank Government Analytics Fellowship, Robert Days. So I applied the World Bank Fellowship Program, and I just have a couple of fellowship, African and African Diaspora Fellowship for Infrastructure. What is ELI? So a lot of information. So what do we do now? We just have to open them and get details of what this fellowship entails. So, well, I think one of them is quite interesting to me here. I think because it has to do with my industry as a civil engineer. So African and African Diaspora Fellows for Infrastructure. So let's just open it somewhere. Okay, let me see your other ones again. Okay, I'm seeing apply the World Bank Group Fellowship Program. I'm seeing the Robert McNamara Fellowship Program. Let me open it. And let me see again. So I'm seeing another one again, World Bank Government Analytics Fellowship Program. All right, so I think I've opened this. Early Career Fellowship. Let's see the Early Career Fellowship also. So I have different fellowship opened now. So let's just check them one after the other and see what they are about. Okay, so the first one I'm seeing here is the African and African Diaspora Fellows for Infrastructure. And here you can get all the informations you need about this fellowship. Countries. We invite you to join global team that currently works on more than 400 operations for a total of 75 billion US dollars. Okay, have been closed. Available job for this recruitment drive will be announced in the upcoming months on this page. So basically, for now, this opening is closed, but you can always check back on these sites to get more information about it, which is fine. So we know there's something like this that we can explore, but for now it's closed, so we can't really get to the application page to see. Okay, I think we also have a clue here of who they are looking for. We have a clue here. Applicants should be either citizens of sub-Saharan African countries or those who hold the citizenship of other countries but trace their ancestry to sub-Saharan Africa, such as African Americans, Afro-Latin Americans, Afro-Caribbean, and others. Applicants should describe in their cover letter how they meet the requirements of the A&AD Infrastructure Fellows Program. So these are the people they are looking for. So if you're African from sub-Saharan Africa and you do something and you're interested in infrastructure development project opportunities, so you can check this out. But we can't proceed any further now because there is no link to open and see the requirements and maybe document we have to submit and so on. So we can just close this and move to the next. Okay, applying our World Bank Group Fellowship Program. Okay. About the fellowship, details about the fellowship. Okay. So here now you can get this fellowship now. about the fellowship. So educated selected participants will gain a better understanding. Who should apply? Doctoral student of African descent. So this fellowship, the World Bank Group Fellowship, it's open to doctoral candidates of African descent with 1 or 2 years of completing a PhD program in the following fields. So they are looking for Africans, doctoral student. That's the first condition. So they must be doctoral student who are Africans within 1 or 2 years of completing a PhD program in the following. They are interested in economics, demography, applied statistics, and econometrics, impact evaluation, education, health, and so on. And here are the conditions. A candidate must be enrolled in an academic institution returning to university after the fellowship. This is age, be 32 years of age or below, have an excellent command of English, both written and verbal, then possess strong quantitative and analytical skills. So here now you can go ahead and explore after submitting an application online. So there will be an online application. Oh, okay, this is not opening. Okay, so you can just come over and submit the application form. Let me see if this leads us anywhere. All these are not opening. Maybe the application is closed. The application should be closed now. But there's no problem. It means there's something like this that one could look into, which is fine. Okay. I think there is. Oh, okay. I think we have an information here. Okay, we are no longer accepting applicants for this round of the African Fellowship Program. Thank you. Okay, so they are no longer accepting. So it means that the application is now opened, or it's been stopped. So we don't know. But we can always come back to this page to get more information about it. So let's just close it and keep going. All right. So there's another fellowship here, Robert X. McNamara Fellowship Program. So here, this is a fellowship program, and the World Bank days, let's say, key programs, capacity development, and so. All right, so let's see. Okay, this is also closed. We can see here, from here, the program is no longer receiving applications. So currently, they are not receiving applications. And this is 2024 to 2025. Some of the recipients, you can see here, some of the recipients. So, but it's closed now. But you can see that you see have like recent recipient of this program. And that was 2024 to 2025. Okay. Okay, so this is something you can explore. You can explore further. Okay, but let's just read. Fellow matches aspiring development economic researchers from developing countries with World Bank research economists, creating unique opportunities for the fellows to participate in rigorous policy relevant research in the World Bank development economics from September for 8 months, September to May. So this program basically runs from September to May, and work under the supervision of researchers in the World Bank. Okay. By working with the World Bank, DEC researchers and their external academic collaborators from top universities, fellows will learn current research standards and so on. So these are the program features, professional experience, capacity building, and so on. But so it means the place but for now, application is not open. So you can always come back here to explore these opportunities and see if it's something you can benefit from. All right. So we can just let go of this. So we've first seen another fellowship. So the government analytics. Okay. For the government analytics, one of the fellowship we opened, maybe we'll get more details about it. Okay. Let me reduce it a bit so we can get to see. All right. So I think this is better. So we can get all the information, aims to bridge the gap. Okay. The World Bank Government Analytics Program seeks to strengthen public administration through a data-informed approach, leveraging insights from pioneering government analytics. So you can just go ahead, explore. The fellowship will extend over a period of 6 months. So 6 months, that's the duration of it. Okay, March 18, March 19 to this period. And this is the learning part. This is the learning part. Okay, call for application will be open through January 10, 2025. So it's closed now, but the call for application was open through January 10, 2025. Applicants are expected to submit all documents by the closing date, and no exception will be made. So it's something you can look into and explore further. So those are opportunities there under the purview of the World Bank, which is an agency of the United Nations. All right, so we can just close this also. We can close this. So I was here before, the early career. So we can also look at this early career and see what do we stand to gain. That's updated March. So this is another one. You can invest in early child. Cohort fellows reflect on their fellowship experience, and you can dig this much further, which is fine. So let's close this. Let's close this and return back to here. And at this point now, let's check. We check fellowship now. Let's check scholarship. Okay, so immediately we check scholarship. So we have some scholarships that you can explore. And first, we have the World Bank program. So we can open a new tab. The Power of Labor, Merit Scholarship, Cambodia, that's not part of it. We can open it, but that's, I'm more interested in what Africans can benefit from. World Bank Scholarship Program, Japanese nationals, and World Bank 94. Okay. World Bank parties. Okay, let's see. Okay, there's another one. African Regional Scholarship and Innovation for Applied Sciences, Engineering and Teaching. Let's see what this entails. Okay, participating programs and this. But let's just see the one we've opened and see where we stand. Okay, here now we are on the World Bank. We are on the World Bank Scholarship Program site, and here we can look at some of the scholarships under World Bank that you can explore. And from what I'm seeing here, there's overview, there's this, there's Japanese nationals, there's Japanese World Bank, GESP, alumni, and so. But let's have an overview of what this scholarship is about, then we can now explore the different options. Okay, so let's see. The World Bank Development Economics Vice President provides scholarship to students and young researchers contributing to the World Bank mission of forging new dynamic approaches to capacity development and knowledge sharing in the developing world. All right, so let's go. It is an important component of the World Bank effort to promote economic, and these are just basic informations. So let's go down. So we have it now. We have it like there are two. We have we have two active programs they have currently. Is the joint Japan World Bank Graduate Scholarship Program, and they also have the Robots McNamara Fellowship Program. We checked this before. This is closed for now. So let's open this and see where it leads. Okay, this just brings us to the next page. Okay, open to season of certain developing countries. So we can just quickly check the certain developing countries and see if our country falls in there. Okay, Okay, Nigeria is there, Niger is there, Rwanda is there, Senegal is there. Okay, we have couple of Togo, we have couple of African countries there on the eligible countries for this opportunity. So let's go. Since we have our countries, some African countries, that we can now come back. And this is it. Very vital information. There are two windows for this scholarship. There are two windows. The first window is open from January 13 to February 20, 2025. This is closed. But there's one that is ongoing now. So the second window, window 2, we open from this period to this period. So let's look at window 1, then we'll come to window 2. So, and here is the opportunity. This is the closed window. We'll go to the one who would return to the ongoing one. And here are the opportunities, January 13 to this. So you can apply for this different scholarship in these institutions. Columbia Universities, MPA in Economics Policy, Columbia MPA in Global Leadership, Master of Public Health, in these different institutions of higher learning. So you can explore this further. And well, this is closed now, but these are opportunities that are just closed March. That's last month, February. Okay, so let's go back to window 2, which is ongoing. So, and you can see in window 2, which is ongoing now and will be ending in May, you can see Master of Climate Change, Master of Environment and Resource Economies. This period, you could see different institutions, Australian National University, and these are the courses that you can put in for. These are the institutions, these are the different courses you can put in for. Even they have a program at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, Master of Public Administration in International Development. So these are courses in different institutions and courses you can put in for this scholarship, and you can just keep going. And with the look of things, there is more opening at the second window compared to the first. Okay, so you are qualified for these scholarships funded by World Bank and Japanese government. So it's a co-finance opportunity for you. All right, it's a co-finance opportunity. So we can just close this. So you can see that just from just one of them, which is World Bank, look at some of those opportunities that are open to a lot of us that we could look into. Okay, so I opened this before. Let's see. Engineering Africa Regional Scholarship and Innovation Fund. So we can also look at this. I don't think there's much here. This has more to do with project, I guess. This is more like a report, not an opportunity. But you can still dig further or stay connected. Okay. All right. So we can just close this. We can close this. So with that now we already have those informations, and we just did scholarship and saw that. We can also come back here and just do, okay, let's try out internship. Are there internship opportunities at the United Nations we could explore? At the World Bank that we could explore? And here it is. Look at the programs and internships, internship, Treasury Summer Internship for college students. Apply for World Bank Treasury Summer 2025 internship by October 13. Legal internship program, jobs and internship, INT, partners. Like, you can just dig through and see, explore these opportunities. Same way we did for scholarship and fellowship. All right. So we just finished with World Bank. Now let's try UNESCO. This is not opening. I came here directly from UNESCO. I guess you take me down to UNESCO. Okay, no problem. Another way you can go about it is take the agencies and search them with those fellowship or scholarship directly on Google. So in the case of UNESCO, I can just do UNESCO fellowships. All right, and enter. So you can say UNESCO fellowships. So I can just click there. So I could also pick the name of the institution, the name of the agencies, then just add scholarship, UNESCO plus scholarship plus fellowship plus internship, and it will just directly take me to the website of those informations. All right. So here we are currently on UNESCO fellowship, a means of empowerment. So we can just scroll down and you can see tons of opportunity here that are waiting for you to explore. So you have UNESCO People's Republic of China 75 Fellowship, TWS Fellowship, PhD, OWSD Fellowship, UNESCO ISD Russian Federation Fellowship, Early Career Fellowship that you can explore. Early Career, UNESCO Korea co-sponsored fellowship. Okay, look at the UNESCO Poland co-sponsored fellowship in engineering. I think this is interesting to me, so we can just open this and check it out. Okay, UNESCO Obushi Japan Young Researchers Fellowship, UNESCO Stroke Kingdoms Institute, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Like, look at it, there are a lot of opportunities here. Fellowship you can explore. Let's look at some are for early career, some are for PhD holders. Let's see. Let me also try to open this UNESCO and China. Let's see. So let's explore those two and see. All right. Here now, I think this application is even ongoing as at the time I'm recording this video. So this application is ongoing. The application deadline is now extended to Thursday, 31st May 2024, 12 a.m. Paris time. And this is UNESCO co-financed fellowship in engineering edition 2024. So you can just come down. You can read first. Let's look at the countries that are okay. I can see Nigeria, Niger, Cameroon, Chad, Angola. So these are the countries, African countries that can participate in this opportunity, and from other continents also are qualified. Okay, the fellowship will last for 6 months. I told you before about fellowships and opportunities. Fellowship oftentimes are short-term program. So this fellowship in question will last for 6 months and take place at AGH University of Krakow, UNESCO in Poland. All right. So here are the qualification that is required. Candidates should refer to the Annex 3 for specific criteria. So you can just go down, get all the informations you need, and put in for this opportunity. Just 6 months. 6 months. And you're back in your country. Okay? And just imagine the international exposure, the network that this short duration program would have helped you build in the process of you working with other people from other parts of the world. All right, so you can just exploit further. Fellows from countries where police, embassy, or consulate need to obtain their entry visa to Poland prior to departure. And here, all the information you need, and the next thing you need to do, you just have to just read everything. So you should fill in the form at this website. So you click here, open this website and fill in the form and just follow the instructions. Let me try and click and see what comes up. The recruitment process has been completed. Only selected candidates will be notified of the result through UNESCO and a copy of the informations. Okay. Maybe we also have to read and see. Complete and submit it using this link. Let's see. Okay. All right. So to fill these informations. Okay. Okay, so just follow the instruct. I think everything is well spelled out on the platform. You can just follow through and get all the necessary informations that you need to get about this opportunity. And from what we have on their website, it's an ongoing opportunity, still running. And as at the time I'm recording this video, it will be ending in May. So you can still check it out and see if it's something you qualified for. All right. So that's one opportunity for UNESCO. So I open another one. So this is UNESCO again, the World Republic of China Great Wall Co-Sponsored Fellowship. And you can see 20th edition is now open for application. So this is open. I think this is closed. The application for submission has been extended to February. This is closed for this year. But you can always come back here and check out opportunities like this on UNESCO and check if you qualified for them. Let me see. Invited member states, Nigeria, Rwanda, like you can all be involved in this. Available study programs. So you check the study programs here, but this 1 year visiting scholar programs. So this program will be in China, and it will be a year program. Okay, master degree must hold a bachelor. So every details, doctoral must not be older than 40 years, and those who will be going for a master's program should not be older than 35 years. Okay, so how to apply? You follow the application procedure here. You follow the application procedure step by step. You submit, just follow the procedure, and you are good. And there's also FAQ. Then you just answer your FAQ. All right. So these are some of the ways you can explore opportunities in these agencies. And what we just did now is just focusing on just two. So we looked at World Bank, and we also looked at UNESCO. And from here you can see that there are a lot of agencies here. Look at all these agencies. So, and we only concentrated on two. Okay, what about if you now decide to dig all of these agencies one after the other? So for example, for a close, let's look at British Council. Let's look at British Council. I know there are a lot of opportunities here also. So you can just come the same way on the British Council and just check fellowships. Let's see fellowships. And you can see Erasmus joins to safeguarding security, learn English, how we run. Okay, let's see. You just keep checking. Okay, I can just come here. Let me just come here and let me do scholarship and search. Okay, you can see British Council Scholarship for Women in STEM. So you can just open them and check, get more details. Commonwealth Scholarship. So from here, this just takes you down to the Commonwealth Scholarship page, and you can start exploring from there. And as I said, another approach is that you can just have the name of these agencies, and go directly to Google and add the name of the agency plus scholarship, the name of the agency plus fellowship, the name of the agency plus internship. Then it will lead you directly to the page where you have those informations, and you can go ahead and just explore them from there. With this, I hope this had help you to know how to navigate yourself around United Nations and explore many of the opportunities that different United Nations agencies have to offer us, especially as Africans. Fellowships, scholarships, and internship that we can take advantage of. So we would call it a wrap at this point. So once again, thank you so much for staying to the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and put on your notification button, your notifications button. So if I put on new content and video, you would surely get the information early. Once again, I want to say a very big thank you to you, and Do have a great day. Bye for now.